Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the
Happy holidays, everyone. Welcome to our coverage of the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson, here with Grant Hill and Stan Van Gundy. And with us on the sideline, we've got Allie LaForce. Let's take a look at the numbers for Austin Reaves.
And he's gone cold over the last 10 games, guys. His scoring numbers are down, and he can't seem to get out of this rough patch. He's got to get himself going tonight, or they'll start losing patience with him.
Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. DeRozan and Murray in at the forward positions. Russell Westbrook out there with Zach LaVine. And it's Sabonis in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the Lakers, Luka and Reaves are the 1 and the 2. Vanderbilt and Ayton patrol the paint. And it's James in at the 3. Well, two of the best guards in the league going at it today, Grant. Is there a bit of bragging rights on the line?
You know, maybe not for the players themselves, B.A., but the fans will absolutely use this game as evidence when they argue why their guy is the best.
Outside Reaves. Outside Vanderbilt. Clock at 6. From deep, here's Doncic. Knocks down the long J.
Along with everything else, Doncic is a knockdown three-point shooter.
Outside Murray. Sacramento passing it around. Westbrook with the miss. And here's Doncic. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. It's a three-point game. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule. They lost to the Rockets.
In this league, you have to stay active at both ends of the floor. I thought,
look out!
Wow! Oh, my goodness!
Okay, Zach LaVine, another monster dunk to put on his career highlight reel.
And thanks to AT&T for a great look at that dunk on their connected cam. Ayton against Sabonis. Ayton passes to Vanderbilt. Hey, from beyond the arc. He can't hit that time. The Kings have gone 1 for 3 so far. Dan, there seems to be an impatience to this Kings organization. Continuity is not the order of the day.
Well, yeah, B.A., and it can be disorienting for the players. You don't want to become complacent, but there's got to be a happy medium and some stability.
James with the ball. Checked by Murray. From 18 feet away. And he hits the jumper for 2.
That in-between distance is a tough one to master. Not for LeBron, though.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, J.J. Redick had a few moments to share with me. We talked about Domantas Sabonis, specifically what makes him so hard to guard. Coach told me his basketball IQ and just the way he sees the floor. He just seems to know where to be at all times. And defensively, that's difficult to match up against. They'll need to find a way to contain Sabonis here in this one. Guys, back to you.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. And that one's good.
Once James gets the ball in close, it's game over. Put up those 2 points.
Here's DeRozan. Rejected by James. Pass to Vanderbilt. And there's James on the assist by Vanderbilt. James has got 6.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
And timeout called by Doug Christie. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. Lakers with some changes. Hayes is checked in for Ayton. Connect comes in for Reeves. And Vincent is subbed in for Luka Doncic. Ellis is checked in for Sacramento. Schroeder comes in for Russell Westbrook. And in the first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Ellis outside. Now here's Schroeder. He's closely guarded. And here's Sabonis outside. Drains the triple.
They love it when Sabonis shows off his range. It makes him that much more dangerous.
1:41 left in the first quarter of the game. Pass to Hayes. Outside Connect. Five on the clock. Here's the three. He drops it from range.
A go-to shot for Connect. You know, he takes pride in burying these long-range missiles.
Back to Schroeder. DeRozan for three. LeBron with the rebound. The Lakers lead by 5. 54 seconds left to play in the first quarter. He's got it. 4 for 4 now. He's automatic.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
James against DeRozan. Shoots from the line. Oh, and that miss makes him 0 for 4. Not a great start.
Well, he can't get anything to go right now. It's time to look at affecting the game in other ways.
James, left side. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. Los Angeles shooting their first free throw attempt on the night. Some changes now for the Lakers. Hachimura is checked in for Vanderbilt. Smart comes in for Connect. And Doncic has subbed in for Vincent. Sacramento also making some changes. Eubanks, he's checked in for Sabonis. Achua comes in for Murray. And it's Levine in for DeMar DeRozan. That free throw good from James.
The versatility of James remains so impressive. He does so many things so well.
Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Hits a three-pointer.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
Doncic passes to Hayes. Smart for three. That one is off. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. It's Los Angeles up 7. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
Well, the way they've been attacking inside is phenomenal. Consistently getting high percentage looks, and that's what great offenses are all about.
Yeah, also, you got to appreciate how unselfish they've been. I mean, the ball movement has been impressive, and the assist numbers are off the chart.
Well, Grant, the Lakers captured the 3 seed last season, but only the 8th best point differential in the West. What does that tell you?
It tells me that they overachieved in the regular season, but a team this star-studded has postseason aspirations as well. That's where they'll look to improve.
On the court for the Kings, second quarter underway. Schroeder and Levine are the backcourt. Precious Achua is out there with Keon Ellis. And it's Eubanks in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. The shot by Eubanks, no good.
Well, you couldn't ask for a better look. That's one he's got to knock down.
Now here's Hayes. Smart outside. Hey, expanding his range. Can't hit that one. Kings trail by 9. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Hey guys, Zach LaVine is becoming a more rugged defender. He said, it takes a toll. I've always been in great shape, but you have to be strong too. The mental side of it, digging deep and figuring out how to get it done and how much you want it. Now, I like taking on those challenges. Back to you guys.
Making the commitment. All right, Allie, appreciate the report. And Los Angeles making a change here. Kleba's checked in. Back to Eubanks. That's good. And so Westbrook with the assist. Eubanks, he's got his first points of the game.
This is why you put the ball in his hands. An accurate pass hitting a moving target.
And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Here's LaRavia. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Unloads from 13. Levine can't hit. And so Smart will bring it up for Los Angeles. They've only given up 2 points this quarter. And it's Hachimura missing.
Well, the defense was right where they needed to be to stop the layup. Great awareness and effort.
All right, on the line, we've got our insider, Shams Charania. What do you have for us, Shams?
Well, guys, a lot of excitement about this upcoming 2026 draft class, but quietly, some scouts voicing early concern about the quality and prospects in the class of 27. Now, there's still time for players to emerge, but expect this to impact the way teams value those picks.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. Shams, thank you for the report. And so now a timeout called by Doug Christie. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Checked in for Los Angeles. Sacramento also making some changes. Domantas Sabonis comes in for Eubanks. And DeMar DeRozan is subbed in for Schroeder. And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. And there's a whistle. That goes on Jake LaRavia. That's his first foul.
Second team.
So it's Sacramento now, trailing by 10. 6 on the shot clock. Sabonis with a screen on Doncic. Kept alive. And here are some of the best scorers in the league so far. Third is Luka Doncic.
He's proven to be an essential part of their offensive efforts, always playing hard on that end and ensuring they come up with points.
Schroeder, he's checked in for the Kings. The Lakers lead by 10. And Grant, the son of Hall of Famer Arvydas Sabonis. How much do you think Domas modeled his game after his dad?
Well, B.A., I played against his dad. Arvydas was 5 inches taller, but the elite skill set shared in common. No doubt, Domas took a lot of pointers from his father.
Outside Achua. 1:52 left in the first half. Here's DeRozan. Excellent D there from LaRavia.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
And so now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. let's check out the Western Conference standings and see how they look here in December. Taking a look at the Lakers at the midway point of the season, they're in 4th place in their respective conference. And of course, the Sacramento Kings, far behind in the standings.
Well, I think for the Kings, this year hasn't worked out for them at all. They were being talked about as a title contender in the preseason.
I agree, guys. I thought they'd be a lot better. Sometimes you can have disappointing years like this, though, and they're not a lot of fun to be a part of.
Pass to DeRozan. We've got 1:13 left in the first half. Looking to end the run. Not enough on that one as it misses.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
LaRavia outside. Smart looking around. Back to LaRavia. There's the triple. And another three for the Lakers.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Kings trail by 18. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Sabonis with a screen on Doncic. Schroeder passes to Sabonis. Takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup. Sabonis has got his 2nd bucket of the night.
And off the jump, they were effective from deep. I don't know why they haven't continued to fire from out there.
Smart passes to Hachimura. Back to Smart. He tries for 3. Achua with a rebound. DeRozan outside. 3-pointer, no good. Up in time. And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. The Lakers on top, up by 16. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the 3rd quarter started.
16.
Hey there, everybody. With the All-Star break on the horizon, let's first have a look at the players vying for a spot in the three-point contest.
A bunch of long-range snipers, cold-blooded. Still a way to go with the selection process, but this is a strong start.
No question. I'd rather play alongside them than against them. And going back now to that first half, you could say things are going extremely well for the Lakers.
They're playing with fantastic discipline. Very few forced shots. They're moving the ball, creating a ton of good looks.
Yeah, I'd call it a clinic. This is how you run an offense.
Thanks, as always, for watching. Let's head back to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the second half.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. You know, LeBron James has been exceptional here, guys.
What makes him an exciting player is the ultra-aggressive mindset that we saw over and over in the first half.
Yeah, he hasn't been settling. He's getting to the rim, and that's him at his best.
So it's Los Angeles now. LeBron plays the 3 with Vanderbilt at the 4. Luka and Reeves are the 1 and the 2. And it's Ayton in at the center position. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Doncic against Westbrook. And there's Doncic. That's good. On the assist by Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt's got 4 assists now tonight. Doncic against Westbrook. Pass to Levine. The Lakers with a rebound. Well, like a lot of us in 2020, Zach LaVine was bitten by the golf bug.
Well, when the season came to a halt, he had to find something to do. I know you're big into that, although I bet Zach's got a little better swing than you, B.A.
I totally agree. Westbrook with it. Now Doncic defending. Pass to Sabonis. Here's LaVine for three. Buries it from three. LaVine's got his third bucket of the night.
And Zach LaVine, never bashful, answers right back.
Doncic against Westbrook. Ayton passes to Reeves. Nice ball movement by Los Angeles. 6 to shoot. It's James on the wing. Ooh, he's been flawless tonight. Now he's 6 for 6.
Yeah, very hot start out of halftime. Making their first 3 shots, getting the looks that they want, and knocking them down.
Sabonis with a screen on Reeves. Shot's good by Sabonis. Sabonis has got 7 points.
Well, look, LaVine is such a gifted scorer that it opens up so much for him out of pick and roll action.
And so now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. Angeles. Hayes is checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Connect comes in for Reeves. And James is subbed in for Doncic. The Lakers lead by 18. Here's James. Outside Connect. Pass to James. Outside Connect. James against DeRozan. Connect on the wing. Launches the three. And it's Sacramento with the rebound.
Well, that one didn't fall, but otherwise they've been excellent shooting the ball to start this half.
James with the block.
Oh, you gotta be careful around the basket because James will turn these shots right back at
you. James against DeRozan. Outside Vanderbilt. Shoots over Westbrook. Rebounded. Domantas Sabonis. Kings trail by 18. Pass to Westbrook. Outside LaVine. To the middle. Here's Sabonis. And it's good. Credit LaVine with the assist. LaVine's got his third assist of the night. And so James will bring it up for the Lakers. Outside Vanderbilt. Outside Connect. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Hayes. Yep, that one goes. Hayes has got the second bucket on the night.
And he's been an ideal teammate tonight. He's really creating plenty of looks with his passing.
Yeah, when there's been an open man, he's found him. And you love to see a guy dishing it like this.
And timeout called by Doug Christie. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
Welcome to the floor, the legendary fantastic Laker girl.
Ready for the Lakers. Hachimura's checked in for Vanderbilt. LaRavia comes in for James. Smart's checked in for Connect. And Reeves is subbed in for James. Sacramento also making some changes. Achua's checked in for Murray. Ellis comes in for DeRozan. And it's Dennis Schroeder in for Westbrook. Smart against LaVine. And he converts the layup. LaVine's got 9 points.
Well, they're behind, but it's certainly not because of him. He's doing everything he can. He just needs more help from his teammates.
Hayes inside, working on Sabonis. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And I respect the strategy. Despite the sizable lead, you got to stay in attack mode.
Yeah, you got to keep going at him. You don't want to leave any hope for a comeback.
And it's amazing. Their slim advantage on the board seems a lot larger than it is.
Outside Reeves, takes the three. Achua with the rebound. He got him. No doubt that's a foul. And it's going to be a transition take foul. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight.
Shooting for Sacramento. Zach LaVine. One shot.
Well, one thing with LaVine, you love the way he can attack at all three levels on the floor.
Eubanks, he's checked in for Domantas Sabonis. Kings trail by 17. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Here's LaVine. Pass to Schroeder. Outside Achua. Three-pointer. It's not going to go for him. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers leading by 17 at the end of the period. The hustle they've shown on defense has been tremendous. We'll be right back after this word. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Now that is an elite level dish. What a great passer.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. All right, a look at the 5 for the Kings to start the 4th quarter. DeMar DeRozan is out there with Precious Achua. Then it's Dennis Schroeder. Then it's Drew Eubanks. And it's Westbrook in at the 2 spot. And it's DeRozan missing. Los Angeles leading by 17. Smart outside. Hayes finds Reeves. And here's Hayes. That one goes in. And the Lakers lead by 19.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
Basket's good.
You know, Westbrook has run these pick and rolls countless times. Fantastic pass right there.
Hachimura outside. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Lakers.
Well, they've been hitting threes at a high clip, and the defense hasn't done enough to challenge them at the line. They need to close out and run them off the three.
Well, another thing they did well was taking advantage of the holes in the defense. Very aggressive in exploiting the lack of concentration.
And with top college players now getting big money NIL deals, the choice between that and entering the NBA draft has become a tough one, Stan.
Absolutely, B.A. Look, I think it's been great for both the NBA and for the colleges for guys to stick around, because the top guys are still going to come out. The guys who are going to be your top 10 picks, your lottery guys, they're going to come out. But the other guys who have nothing as guaranteed, they're going to choose to stay longer and develop.
And Doug Christie has called a timeout. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. with some changes. DeAndre Ayton, he's checked in for Hayes. And Connect subbed in for Smart. Sacramento also making some changes. Domantas Sabonis, he's checked in for Eubanks. Murray comes in for Achua. And it's Levine in for Schroeder. And here's Sabonis. Westbrook finds Murray. Sacramento passing it around. Levine, good.
A well-practiced shooter. Levine has complete confidence in his shooting motion.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. 22 was their biggest lead. Outside Connect. And they get it back.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Westbrook, the pass to Levine. From deep. And it's LaRavia with a rebound.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Here's Doncic. Oh, he remains perfect. 7 for 7, showing no signs of letting up.
Oh, my. Tight defense, but Doncic just muscles it in.
Back to Westbrook. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
Well, Stan, now that we've had the coaches' challenges for a few seasons now, what do you think about them?
Well, B.A., I'm probably in the minority. I don't really like them. I think they slow down the flow of the game. And look, across all sports, mistakes are part of the game. Players' mistakes, coaches' mistakes, and referees' mistakes. Let's just live with them and keep the game moving.
That one misses for Westbrook.
A future Hall of Famer. Westbrook averaging a triple-double in a number of seasons and came close a few other times.
And it's Doncic missing. Kings trail by 21. Left side Levine. Booyah! He sinks the triple.
Well, they have to be thrilled with how reliable he's been tonight.
Doncic banked it in off the glass. Doncic has got 11 points here in the second half.
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
DeRozan finds Westbrook. 4 on the clock. Pass to Murray. Puts up a 3. Rebound by the Lakers.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening. It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Lakers.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And they really wanted this one. It pushes their win total up to 21.
And once this game is all said and done, they'll have a healthy 2-0 lead in this season series.
And what a huge performance it was for Luka Doncic.
Well, he was the reliable option for them on just about every possession. So dependable, always making the right decision.
Now 8 seconds, separating a new clock. Now Hachimura. Murray pulls it down. So we see the Lakers taking the W here. A clean win, and one where they clearly showed better energy.
Yeah, so true. They put on a show here at home. And I really think they had that extra swagger and confidence, too.
And now let's check in with Allie LaForce with the player of the game. Allie.
Well, Luka, many feel that this team is exceeding expectations. How do you keep this rhythm going?
Yeah, we just got to keep going like that. You know, don't listen to anybody. Just be ourselves, you know, play as a team. And that's our key.
You got it. Thanks.
All right, Allie, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. We hope you enjoyed our broadcast. And time now.